Hey, 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 good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever in the world you are today. Thank you all for finding me here. We're uh, we're kind of all getting back started here. We are, you know, surviving yesterday's nonstop celebration. We kind of turned into like a 5 day holiday here in the United States. And I know we have quite a few viewers outside of the United States, but everything survived here. The most crazy thing is my doggies, keeping them calm. And that didn't happen. They were very upset. As I know, some of you may have heard me on Drone Nation on Monday, talking about uh, you know we literally in Nevada, you can buy virtually any firework that you possibly want, and it takes driving about 40 minutes outside of Las Vegas to a Paiute Indian store on a tribal land that's like 40 minutes away. And once you're there, it's like the size of a grocery store, and aisle after aisle of M80s and big mortars and huge uh, you know uh, burst in the sky everything, kind of fireworks there. And we are our neighborhoods here are excessively loud, and this happens twice a year here. 4th of July, of course, and New Year's Eve is maybe worse than 4th of July here. So thank you all for joining. I, uh, I see a few of you just jumping in here, and I'm glad to see I have no real agenda today, so I'm gonna just kind of open it up today for anybody that wants to jump in and join in here. I do believe we got a couple guest people will be dropping in shortly here. I've invited a few other people, so we'll see as we fly here and see who jumps in. But right now, I'm going to drop into the chat the StreamYard link. And as you know, I can have up to 10 people on the show at any one particular time. So feel free to jump in and enjoy the show. And let's hear how your 4th of July went. And I know in the drone community, lots of us got outside yesterday to put drones up and to see if we could photograph fireworks in the making there. I also some folks in outside of the Dallas area. I saw the record-breaking drone show by that was there, and that was stupendous. And I kind of got queued up here. I think I got queued up, but the Grateful Dead, or the current version of the Dead that are playing still, did a show yesterday in Boulder, Colorado, and they did a drone show behind the band, and it was pretty spectacular and very Grateful Dead. So anyway, I have waiting in the wings Roger Zutter, and Roger is in Switzerland. It's about 8 p.m., I think, in Switzerland right now. And I'm going to bring Roger in. Hi, Roger.
Hello, Bob. Hello, guys.
Hi, hi there. So we're starting to get a few people in at the moment. So tell us, Roger, how was yesterday in Switzerland? Was there any hubbub in
Uh,
Switzerland?
no, of course, 4th of July is nothing here in Switzerland. We have the 1st of August. That's our Independence Day, where
Okay.
when it will be the same as the 4th of July in the U.S. But I've seen
Yes.
some really good videos, some really awesome pictures on Facebook. Old farts with drones. I mean,
Yeah.
there are some really awesome videos and photographs. Uh, Reminds me on how powerful these drones are today in the dark to make
Yes.
such awesome pictures.
Oh, yeah.
I've
Yeah.
seen some really awesome videos from Las Vegas from the new MSG Sphere.
Yeah. That's going
That's
to be a spectacular
it's also
visual. We had some of our favorite Irish musicians had came over to inspect that arena, and so because they're going to open the first event in that arena is U2.
okay.
So Bono and The Edge both came to Las Vegas to inspect
Yeah,
the interior of the place, and they tried out the acoustics in the place, and they brought their sound crew into to kind of run some tests on the building. And according to what the newspapers were saying, that they reported back to Madison Square Garden, that they thought it was just superb, the sound that they were getting in all parts of that arena.
yeah.
So I know they brought multiple audio test equipment kind of thing where you can, run frequencies
Yes.
through and put the test units in different places.
Well,
But
I think it should be good for a 2.3 billion.
yeah, yeah. I don't know if you can build a building for less than $1 billion anymore. I don't know.
Well,
You
it
know,
depends. If it's just a shed in the backyard, I can do it for a couple $100 and charge you a billion. But
no, I mean, it was earth shattering here in Las Vegas when they built the Bellagio.
yeah,
That was the first hotel casino that was $1 billion.
okay.
And that was, I mean, that was mind blowing that they would spend $1 billion to build a resort, kind of thing. And now, that's just par, for what has to happen,
Yeah.
kind of thing. Yeah, very, very crazy there. So I want to say hello to some of our friends jumped in here. First of all, Lee Bessing, and Lee gave me some good advice last night. I thought I had gotten hacked. I got a message late last night that somebody said, "Bob, did you just send me a friend request?" And I said, "No." And so I was not, I was a little concerned that I may have been hacked there. So, and then, so anyway, Lee gave me some advice to make this thing private or the just to friends, and I did. And it cut down on the spam I was getting there.
Yeah.
And Max 420, good to see you, brother. Uh, I am looking forward to getting together with you soon. I had Audrey watching Tammy last week on there, and I'm sure she'd love to get on there with Tammy tomorrow if that's what's happening. So let me know about that. we're trying to promote women in the drone industry. And I know that, most of you were here last week, saw, Louisa, and Louisa has been sending me stuff nearly every day from her YouTube channel. And I have to tell you, if you really want to see some incredible work, you know, go to Louisa's channel. If you actually, in fact, I can do it right here. There it is. That was from last week. YouTube at Louisa Winters, and she's. I am really impressed with this woman and her drone skills.
Of course.
Um,
And it's all for free, you know.
yes,
Yeah,
yes,
I was last time when she was here. I was trying to say we have to set her up buy me a coffee account.
yes.
I mean, that's it. She is really doing such an awesome job on her YouTube channel, and she also has this how can I explain this mom feeling.
Yes,
You know, it's like your mama
right.
is talking to you in a way you understand it, and she is so into drones. I mean, what did she told us last time? Approx 10 plus drones.
Oh yeah, yeah, and inspired too.
Yeah,
And she's, I mean, and a Mavic 3 Cine, and I mean, she is, she is a Phantom 4, V2. I mean, she has, all of them,
yeah,
that a,
yeah. The Inspire
and
One she also have.
yeah, and she has a professional drone company and has been authorized multiple times to fly in the Washington D.C. airspace
Yeah,
for in hired by the federal government, the U.S. federal government, to fly drones for them in Washington D.C. So I'm very impressed with Luisa, and I was just thrilled that the serendipity that happens. That I have a young man here. I say young. He's probably early 40s, but he you know we needed to get him the education about getting the DJI FlySafe, getting through that process and unlocking both geo zones and geo custom areas, on his drone. And she had one of the best videos online of how to do that,
yeah,
of the process to do that. And so, that's how I connected with her. And then I sent her an email, and she emailed me right back. And then we had a voice conversation. And I think this friendship is going to continue for quite some time. She is very impressed with Old Farts.
yeah. She also was asking me some questions privately about Switzerland because she will visiting Switzerland next year, and wanted some information about drone flying and so on. And we will stay in contact, of course,
Oh, yeah.
for
No,
sure.
I look forward to it. I think she's going to be a super asset in the drone community. I have to tell you guys, if any of you are looking to do the 107 course out there, I believe that our friend Pilot Institute, Greg, at Pilot Institute, I have the most utmost respect for him and his course there. And so, I mean, I don't want to take away from that, but Louisa has a complete video review for the 107 exam online. So, and it's all again for free. So I would strongly suggest that if you're in that process of getting your 107, take a look at her channel. So let me pull up, since you started the conversation there. So far, nobody else has jumped in here yet. Anybody else on the out there watching or in the chat, if you'd like to, I'd love to have you jump on here. And Alex, let me make you a moderator real quick here. I'm sorry, I just saw you didn't have a wrench. If anybody else doesn't have a wrench, I want everybody to be a moderator in the chat so that you can go to each other's channels and talk to each other and subscribe to each other and get to know each other. And I see John at Flying Flynn Media's here. He's experimenting with his new Avada. And, I was telling him I'm jealous there. And Joe Fotolio's here. Hey, Joe, I was singing your praises on Drone Nation on Monday night about not just your drone skills, which are at the top of the heap. I don't know. Have you seen Joe Fotolio, Roger?
No, sir, not yet.
He is an FPV pilot that will truly scare the pants off of you. I have just, it is death-defying stuff that he does. I was thrilled to watch his stuff, but he is a superb visual artist and he paints drones. Okay. And he's a number of people have sent their drone to him and he'll paint it both with an airbrush and design and different ways. And he's truly an artist. I almost think that might be a whole show, Joe. What do you think? You come on and, we can spend time watching your videos and getting a primer on your artistic process. I really would love to do that. That would be a thrill. The link to this show is right there. So if you want to jump in, please do. I'd be more than happy to even show a couple today if that's what happens. But anyway, I'm going to our Facebook group online here. I'm going to share my screen over here. And just because I want to go through some of these just outstanding, graphics that we saw from yesterday. We truly saw just some monstrous, wonderful stuff out there. So let me, finagling my computer over here to get this set up so I can bring this on here, and you can tell how intensely organized I was before this show today. So there we go. And there's my screen. There we go. So I always do this. I go from the most relevant to the newest. So I want to see stuff. All right, Bob Seward, all right, who's in the chat here. This is drone flying with Uncle Bob. 4th of July, 2023 here. And so we might as well just jump right in here. Oh, we want to do this back here. Okay, I don't know why that's happening there. And this is got to open in. Okay, we'll open it in a new tab. And hang on a second. Since Bob put this up, I want to show it. All right, hang on one second, Bob. And Bob, if you're available, jump in and you can tell us about doing this yesterday. I we're not going to show the whole 15 minutes of it, but I do want to see parts of it. So hold on a second here, guys. Let me get my butt organized here. And it's 26. All right. And here we go. I got his sound off.
Fireworks, I hope. So let me get the drone up in the air for a bit and see what's going on at the moment. Here we go.
Now, Bob is in Southern California. So we're obviously seeing the liftoff from, I believe, his house. Kind of looks like Switzerland, huh?
A little bit less, a little bit more buildings than in Switzerland.
Mount Gleason High School used to have a fireworks show every 4th of July, but
I'm going to speed this up. Like we're getting some nighttime shots. And you see all the fireworks going off in the residential areas there, Roger. I don't know if you can see that. But this is normal in Las Vegas too. There's Bob.
Hi guys.
How you doing? So this is right up from your house here, huh?
Yeah, I brought my drone up about 380 feet right up from my driveway where I live.
Yeah.
Started filming all this.
Yeah.
Hey Bob, is the footage straight off the drone or post-production?
I did a little post, but the night shots are straight out of the drone.
Which one do you have?
I have a Mavic 3.
This is a Mavic 3.
That's the normal Mavic 3 or the Pro?
No, the normal one.
Okay. It's awesome.
Yeah, that's why I haven't wanted to get the Pro yet because, I'm pretty happy with the video I'm getting out of this drone. So.
Yeah. Now, behind the mountains, what community is that?
Okay, straight back. It's San Fernando and Burbank.
I see. Okay.
So a lot of times when I'm flying at, when there's not fireworks, when I'm flying at night, you'll see a lot of air traffic coming into Burbank Airport.
Right.
Which looks pretty cool.
Yes.
But I've
For
got
those of you, that's where NBC Studios is in beautiful downtown Burbank.
Yeah.
For some of us old farts that remember, watching Johnny Carson from downtown Burbank,
But if you go towards the end of this video, Bob, you'll see
Sure.
It's pretty much towards the almost the end.
Okay.
Keep going. Go. Stop.
Okay.
All right. This video is the Rose Bowls fireworks, which is about 12 miles away from where I live.
Okay.
So
Pasadena.
Pasadena. So I've got it on like 14 zoom to be able to get this shot. So it doesn't look too bad.
No. And I mean, you never get a precision focus on a firework, period.
Yes. So that's cool. I mean, it's a sad. We have a high school that's right down the street from me, and normally they have fireworks, but for the last 2 years they haven't had it.
Yeah.
They had fireworks. My drone was perfect because I could pretty much be right on top of it to get good shots.
Yeah.
But not anymore.
No. And I understand most fireworks are exploding at about somewhere from 250 to 350.
Yes.
Is the norm there. So, they said, you kind of would be safe if you're slightly away from them. Obviously, you don't want to be right on top of them, but slightly away from them you know, and get up close to 400 feet.
Yeah, no, that's why.
Roger, 120 meters
Yeah.
there, you know, so we're, you know, that's our top limit normally.
Yeah, it's the same here.
Yeah.
And then if anybody's interested in where I get my music from, I get it from Epidemic Sound.
Yay. Good. Good. We love Epidemic Sound. Yes. Oh, and our her ears must have been burning. Okay.
It just
Louisa.
Hi.
Louisa
How are
Winters,
you?
folks, my our guest from last week and my new friend, and I am her fanboy. I have to tell you, I am her fanboy.
It's very
know?
mutual. I'm a fangirl right here.
Yeah, I just dropped her a message if she is available and if she wants to join. So
Oh.
I think she must read my message.
I did. I just read it. I literally just finished a meeting like right now. And then I'm like, oh, yeah, the
Yeah.
camera's on. You know, let's do it.
So
Awesome.
we're showing some of the 4th of July, obviously, today.
Love it. I
Did
love
you
it.
shoot last night?
No, unfortunately, I couldn't. My husband is a little under the weather. So we stayed home and consoled the dogs. That's what we did.
That was my activity last night too. I held my dogs in my arms for majority of the evening there. A lot of shivering.
Yeah, poor things.
I know.
Hey, Bob, I just found an awesome video on our Facebook page
Okay.
where you see the difference between. Now we've seen the video from a Mavic 3,
Yes.
and there is a guy, he just posted no edit straight off the drone firework video with a Mavic 3 Pro.
Uh-huh.
So it's
Okay.
about the third newest post from David Most. It's a short,
Okay.
just a what is it? Couple,
Oh, I want to see this though. Look at this.
just 1 minute.
Look at that.
This is Bob, Louisa, Uncle Bob here. He dropped out of the stream. There he is. There he
Hey,
is, Bob.
hi, Uncle Bob.
Yes, this is Uncle Bob is formerly with Sony Pictures and still living in Southern California. And how many videos do you have on YouTube right now?
About 702.
702.
Amazing. Very good. I love it.
Yes. Oh, wonderful. So yeah, Roger, do you want to pull it up?
Let me just try that real quick.
Yes. We're what do you find, Louisa, if you could give anybody some tip about shooting fireworks, what would you think would be the what would be a good tip?
So I have a lot of experience shooting fireworks because I've been doing them for years. And in fact, last year I did it for Montgomery County here in Maryland. And so my first little piece of advice is don't leave it in auto settings.
Okay.
Don't raise the ISO too much because that introduces this graininess in the image that is very hard, if not impossible, to get rid of. And there are applications out there that do get rid of the grain in video. And the last one I used took about 15 hours per video just to render. So it's absolutely ridiculous how long it takes. You can get rid of the graininess easier in stills using a plugin by well, there's a ton of plugins, right?
Topaz and
Topaz is the one that I'm thinking of, which works with AI nowadays and does a wonderful job.
But and I understand the neural engines in Photoshop
Right.
neural filters there.
Exactly. But I would suggest not leaving it at auto, and instead, especially for stills, leaving the ISO relatively in a low setting. You see, drones introduce noise so easily, even at 500 ISO.
Yeah.
You're introducing a lot of graininess. I would leave it at 1 or 200 and then just slow the shutter down. Just slow it
Right.
down so that you get that motion blur. You get this the fireworks just going up and then down again. You get that gorgeous picture, which if you have a really fast shutter speed, you're just not going to get. And it's the
Yeah.
same with video. You know, if you have a slower, obviously with video is more limiting. But if you have a slower shutter speed, you just get that much of a motion blur, and it just
Makes a
this
difference.
fireworks just look like $1 million. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
seriously, they're
Yeah.
awesome.
Well, I want to take a moment here because I want to introduce you, Louisa, to Ron Brown. Ron is the host of Drone Nation, one of the most popular drone shows
Hey, Ron.
in our community here. And Louisa here was on our show last week. A really commensurate professional in both the drone world and in the graphics software realm of Adobe. She is a certified instructor in every one of the major programs of Adobe. Ron?
Thank you for that introduction, Bob, and glad to be part of the show. I heard the timeless, never-ending ISO conversation debate on high versus low ISO, whatever. So that's always interesting. Again, one of those conversations that it never comes to a like an end in photography, and
Right.
And I'm I was in photography long before I was in drones, so I've been man, I under the pyramid of ISO, shutter and all that when I was like 20 years old in college. So, so I've been discussing that stuff for 50 years.
The inverse proportional ratio of.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Now, for my fireworks last night, I kind of went Dr. Auto. I just could put the Mavic 3 on night mode, and it did a decent job. I mean, I basically just put the photo from my local Facebook community down here at the Jersey Shore where I live, and there's no, I mean, they're just regular people, iPhone type shooters or whatever. They look good to them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No,
who your audience is or whatever.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, my first time with a drone and fireworks was with the Mavic, the original Mavic Mini, and in all automatic, and I was awestruck. Yeah, I have to tell you, the perspective of it, from a amateur, a novice, first time hobbyist person putting that up and getting a great shot and seeing, a different perspective of fireworks is truly thrilling, kind of thing. So, and then, I mean, trying to go for the almost frozen in time, exquisite shot that you're going to sell to Getty for thousands of dollars. There's such a distance between those two things.
I love it.
Yes,
So, do you see my screen?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Pull it up. Okay.
I don't see it.
I got it. I'll get it coming up right there.
There you go.
So that's from our member David Most.
Okay.
Mustang, Oklahoma. No edits, straight from the drone, Mavic 3 Pro, and it's HD quality, and it's a short video. I've watched it a couple times already. It's really awesome.
This is amazing. I love this.
Yes.
I love this. Wow.
Yes.
How high were you here? Near the 400 feet limit?
I don't know. He didn't mention that.
Didn't say.
Okay, this is yours. Okay.
Is this a time lapse?
No, that's normal.
It doesn't
No.
look like a time lapse,
No,
right?
no.
No,
No.
it's just a normal flying because you see the cars are normal driving, and
Yeah.
but, it looks so awesome. I mean, if it's really unedited straight from the drone, what I believe, then it's awesome.
This is beautiful. Great job, David Most. You know,
Yes.
or you know, I gotta check your channel out. There you go.
I mean, you know, that's the idea here.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean,
Oh,
when
my
you
goodness.
really think, so now you see the difference between Bob's
Yeah.
Mavic
Wow.
3, and now you've seen the
yeah.
Mavic 3 Pro. The difference.
I think he was closer with the Pro than Bob was with the. Bob was, 12 miles away from
Do
some
we
of
know
those.
what lens he was shooting on with the Mavic 3 Pro?
Yeah.
Which lens, Bob?
The second one was the Pro.
Like, okay, the
Yeah.
30 or whatever. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Bob,
the
Uncle
Oklahoma.
Bob Seward, his we showed earlier was with the original 3, Mavic 3, but he was also zooming tremendously into fireworks that we were he was getting from Pasadena. He was getting from one place to the other. Oh, there he is. Bob came back in.
That's
There,
wonderful.
so, yeah, so that was quite a change there. Hey, Bob, did you see the difference there?
Oh yeah, no, it looks good. I mean, when you do night shots, at least with the Mavic 3, as you know, you don't have to put any kind of post on it. At least I haven't had to do it. So
Yeah.
And I use the auto mode on mine. I was flying it manually, and then I was flying a D-Log, and because I did a couple of night shots a couple days ago just to get a feel of how I would edit this. And I found that the night shots with the Mavic 3 just in auto mode, and I had it at 4K 24, which is and that's all I did, and everything else seemed to go fine. Yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Very
Ron,
good.
do you shoot D-Log?
Well, I don't shoot D-Log at night, in low light situation. I always tend to just go with the standard color profile at night. And
Okay.
for my fireworks shot that I don't think I haven't posted on my regular channel yet, but all I do is add a little, there's a slight sharpening LUT to it. It's the only thing I did to it.
Yeah.
But I don't. Well, for me, I don't like color grading D-Log in the darkness. In extremely low light situation. I'd rather go with the standard color profile.
Right. Louisa,
that's just me. I'm not recommending that for anybody else.
I was going to say, now, I'm sure you shoot in D-Cinelike or a flat file of whatever.
Not always. Not only when I think it's needed. You know what I mean? I don't. I'm not somebody. Oh, you guys shoot 100%.
No. I'm actually agreeing. I'm agreeing with you, Ron. I don't shoot D-Log at night. I shoot regular Rec 709, which is the normal color space. And but during the day, it depends, right? Because sometimes we do quick and dirty jobs. We fly and then we immediately deliver to the client. If that is the case, then I'll never shoot D-Log, because they're going to look at it and just go, what is this,
no,
garbage? Why are you giving me this garbage, right? So I shoot in regular. But if I'm going to do any kind of post-processing, I am going to definitely shoot in D-Log because it just looks better. I just throw a lot in there and it just looks like $1,000,000. And all I need to do is just click a little button in my controller, and then that's it. But never at night. So I agree with Ron 100%. I would not shoot D-Log at night.
Yeah. Good.
And now, also about D-Log, just recently, I guess when the Mavic 3 Pro came out, they added D-Log M to the Mavic 3, which is a lot easier log to do your post correction in. I mean, that's something I don't feel I need the full log. Sometimes just D-Log M is enough to do usually the minor adjustments that I need to do, because I'm not usually trying to match my log footage up from the drone from some other like a Sony or some
Right.
other cameras log or whatever. I do that once in a while, but not often.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So do you both use, or all of you, do you use a consistent LUT that you drop into your D-Log and then adjust from there? Or do you just go to color correction and start from there and start adding saturation and
Yeah, usually contrast, saturation, and then white balance and all of that. So the answer is no. It really all depends on what we're trying to communicate. So the color correction. Let's differentiate color correction from color grading. Color correction is just making it correct, technically correct. And then color grading would be trying to evoke an emotion with the colors. Like, vampires are always in blue.
Right.
Werewolves are in orange or yellowish, because of the cold colors, the warm colors. Or, if you want to do the Matrix, then it's got to be greenish. Then, that sort of thing. So, no, the answer is no. I use a lot or won't use a lot, depending on how I need to color correct to then get that color grading.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll back that up entirely, Bob. The first thing I do if I do shoot a log, I actually either whether I do or not, I take it in. I use Final Cut Pro. I get the color wheels out, and I make sure my highlights and my shadows and my contrasts are within the graph or whatever. So I have my full what's the word I want to say?
Dynamic range.
Dynamic range or whatever. So the first thing I do is do all my color corrections before I even think about color grading or adding any LUTs to it. And the answer is no, I don't use a consistent LUT. It all depends on the type of video I have, what the conditions were. Like sometimes you can go out there and the lighting conditions are so good that, the video is like 95% of the way there without doing anything. So then I do very minor corrections, probably no LUTs at all, whatever. Unless I'm looking for a particular look. I want an orange and teal look like I'm shooting a Hollywood movie or something. But if I have something that needs a whole bunch of corrections, say I only got 75% right or 60% right in camera, then I've got some more heavy lifting to do in post. So every situation is different. The lighting is never the same.
Right.
I know a lot of old farts are learning video editing for the first time, in a career here. And so, and trying to figure out, should I buy this $100 add-in of these wonderful LUTs and things, effects that I can do, or should I learn, how to adjust color by manually adjusting it? I think that there's kind of a, I think there's a balance here,
and there's probably no good answer to that. And this, if you come from a photography background and you understand the principles of highlights, the shadows, stuff like that, helps a lot in video editing if you have that from your photography background from maybe earlier in your life.
Right.
Yeah. So
right.
I have a question for you two, professional photographer or videographer. I have my first video I've made with Mavic 3 Cine. I can show you that one, and I would like to have your opinion about the color correction. So,
great!
It's from my hometown where I live. It's just a small 2 minutes video. So, can you see the screen?
It's coming up. Hold on. Okay. Zubiden des.
Roll that clip, Bob.
You have to hit play, Roger.
I'm playing it.
Oh, I got a blurred screen here.
Yeah, we're not seeing anything.
There you go.
There we go.
Let me go just a couple seconds back. So let's see that.
So now you have this scenery we can't compete with.
That was my first video that I've done with the Mavic 3 Cine. It's right down on the lake. That's my hometown where I live. It's at the Lake of Zurich, And this is my favorite spot where I go flying. And this was a really interesting morning. It was kind of foggy.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. And you can almost see the definition where it's foggy and where it's not.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
And then, so at the end, then you really see the fog when it goes down. Here you see it moving.
Ah.
Oh yeah. That's interesting.
You don't get that in Las Vegas, I have to tell you.
Well, we do get out the East Coast, Bob. It looks like the smoke from the Canadian wildfires.
And then,
That's true.
we just don't get fog here. You know,
and that's about that. So what do you think about that color correction?
Well, when I saw the intro where you know, it was mostly green, you know, coming in and sharp. And then you could see as you came in that there was a fog they were coming into that valley where the fog was. You know, I mean, it was, I thought that was superb. I mean, it looked as, you know, I would expect it to see.
Yeah, what do our professional Louisa and Ron think about the color correction?
So before I tell you exactly what I think, let me just tell you this. There are constants in life, you know, death and taxes being two of them. You know, the other constant in life in our profession is that if you color correct something and I color correct something, they are for sure guaranteed not going to match.
Yeah.
Because we all see colors differently, and colors affect us depending on our culture, on our eyes, you know, on what we see around us and everything else. So colors are very subjective. Having said that, I'm not going to curse. I'm going to say it nicely. I freaking love it.
Yeah.
Oh my God. You have a little bit of a green color cast.
We are old
you have a
farts here.
little bit of a green color cast in there
But-
that literally gave me goosebumps.
Yeah, but
I freaking loved it. I wouldn't change a thing.
so now to be honest with you, I tried the color correction on that, and the settings on the Mavic 3 Cine have been all in auto, and the video is just straight out of the drone, because I was really afraid to change anything on it.
Right.
And this is what that drone is able to deliver to nobody or a beginner of photography or of videoing. It's just I love the Mavic 3 Cine really.
Trust me, me too. And in fact, I have it here back. I love it.
Yeah.
This is the greatest thing since sliced bread. I mean, it's just amazing. So great job. I guess because I am a stubborn old fartess woman, I learned to shoot manual, and I just don't go back to automatic, you know. But I can see what automatic does, and that's freaking beautiful. Yeah. I wouldn't change a thing. That was gorgeous, Roger. I mean, seriously.
I also tried to, you know, some videos I took in Dennis in Cine D-Lock,
right,
and tried it, but I don't know if I'm too old to learn the color correction in the proper way.
You can do,
and I really would love to make let's say a tutorial with you, Louisa, for for a video, you know, that because you are using DaVinci Resolve as I do.
No, I'm using actually Premiere Pro, but it doesn't matter. The principles of color correction are the same. In fact, I have a video, it's on YouTube right now, on color correction using After Effects.
Yeah.
If you put out of the way that it is in After Effects and you concentrate on these are the scopes, this is a waveform monitor, this is a vector scope, this is the RGB parade, and how I am adjusting, that's it. You can do the same thing in any program. It
all
doesn't
have,
really matter.
right,
I think what she's trying to tell you, Roger, a lot of it is just mathematics. These charts are as much mathematics as they are
Right.
anything else.
Right.
I'm still trying to remember what I have for lunch today. So
Well, guys, I'm actually really lazy when it comes to doing video editing, and I've never had any professional background in photography. But if I can show you something what I use real quick, it's really
Sure.
easy for beginners.
Sure. I'd love
Okay.
to see it.
Okay,
Yeah.
so let me
Because,
just hit the
I mean, the
present.
majority of our audience are not, hardened professional photographers, and
Right.
videographers, kind of things. But are you able to share there, Uncle Bob?
I'm trying to share right now. Hold on.
Okay, good. Okay, you got the present button down there and
Yeah. Okay.
everything. Okay.
Hold on. Let's see if it's.
Yeah, I'm very impressed with StreamYard here. I have to tell you guys, this is my second year of subscribing to their cheapo plan, and I am very impressed by
I really recommend it for YouTubers over Zoom. I really do.
yeah.
I'm still trying to do it. It doesn't seem to want. Hold on. Let me try this again. Hold on.
You're going to share a
Screen, right?
no,
It's
share
hard
a
to share
window.
something that's not in a browser tab.
You can either share a Google tab or share a window.
Okay, let me try that again. Okay, sorry guys. Share screen.
Yeah.
Okay.
While he's working out, I want to say, Roger, yeah, I mean, your video, I wouldn't have any, changes for you. I thought, the white balance looked good. The colors were natural. Of course, you're shooting down into a fog, so you're going to be a little desaturated, in your color tones or whatever. But unless you were going for a particular look or whatever, I would just keep it as it is. And plus, like lots of times, you've in your mind what you want to do with something as far as the look you want to give it, and that's the whole starting point. Is what most of the time my goal is to make it look like I saw it with my eyes on site.
yes, sir.
But that's most of it. But sometimes I want to go for a particular look. So
can you see my screen? I can't tell.
Still nothing.
No.
Bob.
Nothing yet.
No, it's because it says
Still not. It doesn't. It's not pop. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I got it. No, it was scrolled underneath my screen.
Oh,
now I got it.
Okay. Here you got the million screen in the screen.
Yeah. We got you have a repeat thing going on there, but that's just go ahead and play it.
Can you see my Wondershare Filmora here?
No. We are seeing your StreamYard screen. That's what we're seeing.
We're seeing you're sharing the wrong screen.
Okay, hold on.
Okay.
I'm having fun with this.
That's okay.
Sorry, folks.
Technical
Technical difficult, as they used to say in the old days, Bob.
Yeah. When I'm doing this, I always glance across the top and look at for some reason, my browser always puts a number in parentheses of the window of the tab that I want, so I look for that.
I'm trying to share outside. I'm trying to share an app. There. Hold on.
The window.
Okay, share a window. Okay.
Window. Yes.
Okay.
And then you'll have a group of windows to look at, and one of those windows is the app.
Bob, maybe you should teach a course in StreamYards.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Sign up only $9.99 a month for Bob's StreamYard masterclass.
I'm trying to share a window and it's not want me to do it. I don't know why.
Damn. All right.
I always have a tough time sharing anything that's not in the browser tab.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
I'm going to try sharing. I'm going to share the entire screen. Okay.
There you go.
So then I'm going to switch to here. Can you?
Okay.
Can you see my?
Yep. Now I got it.
You see my one?
There we go.
There we go.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, perfect. Okay. I'm lazy as crap. So let's say on these, like I want to edit this clip right.
Tell us to begin with what program this is.
It's called Wondershare Filmora. It's
Filmora. Okay.
Very popular. Yeah, a lot of people use that.
Filmora, yes.
You pay for it once and it's lifetime, so which is nice, So
rare anymore.
Good old school, Bob.
Old
Yeah.
school, definitely old
Hey,
school.
once and you're
you know?
done.
So
Yes.
so say for instance, I'm going to add. Hold on. I'm going to add this clip right here. Okay. So I'm just gonna
Okay.
put this to the end. So it tells me how I want to. So I'm going to do 60 frames. Well, that's not exactly good.
Okay.
When I click on here, okay, I can do some stuff with it. With color, they
Yeah.
have a lot of preset colors.
Presets. Yeah.
So I can,
Like this would be called a LUT in our in Final Cut or something like that.
I can do whatever.
Yeah.
Most of the time, I use this boost color one.
Uh-huh.
You know, and I created some of my own where I could actually go in and do
Sure.
editing, and then I like Bob's moonshot to where I can actually,
Right.
you know, but
Fun.
I usually just do that, right? So that's basically most of my editing is just that, you know, and then I can go
Right.
in, then I can go in and add a transition. It's
Bob,
so-
for our audience, what, if you don't mind sharing, what's the charge now for this? If you want to buy it as a one-time purchase,
I think it was, you know, I've had it for so long now.
Well, give us a ballpark. Is it under $100?
Yeah, it was under $100.
It was under $100. Okay. All right.
Yeah, so then I use this. Then I mean the good part about this software is I can go in and if I want to add some conversation about the video, I just click on this and it automatically finds my microphone. I just talk into it and I can say, "Hello, everybody. How's it going?"
Yeah, and then it records that track. Yeah.
Okay, and then it
A narration track. Yes.
Then I can double click on this and it comes in and it shows me what I can do. Auto ducking means if I've got music underneath here, it will lower the music. You know?
Lower the music, right?
Yeah, and then I can do different kinds of noise reduction on it, which
For
is
under $100. That's amazing.
Bob, can I give you an update here?
Sure.
The program is $79.99, but right now there's $20 off sale, so you can pick it up for $59.99.
That's pretty good.
But
for $59, this is a bargain for what it does. You know, I mean, obviously, Premiere Pro is,
Adobe's Premiere is what, $20 a month.
Yeah.
I think that's
all these
right. So Premiere is a monthly thing, but in all fairness to Adobe, you can use Adobe Rush for free.
Yeah.
So that's Premiere Rush, which is a much more limited. But I'm digging this Filmora. This is rocking.
Yeah, people love this program.
I love it.
Oh yeah, a lot of effects. These are all transitions.
Yeah,
you're
different
showing there, Bob.
And you can just, if you want to see how it works, like I use this one a lot.
Yeah, sure.
Click on that, and that's my sunglass one. I use this one.
Right. Okay. And
know,
that's canned in there. So
well,
for
the ones that have this, like this, what do you call it? Is the diamond here? That's film stock. Okay.
Okay.
So that's an add-on I did, and I think it was like $3.99 a month or something like that.
Okay.
It's got
they all want something per month. I got it.
We got that, and then
they want that recurring payment. That.
But like I said, I have DaVinci Resolve, and that's for free.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's it has at the beginning kind of a little bit a steep learning curve.
Yes.
But, I mean, they have audio FX. You have to download them because it's 1.8 gigabit large. The sound effects. The only thing that's not working, or that's not that's only in the paid version, is like 10-bit processing.
Right.
And some of the special thing, but DaVinci Resolve is such a huge software, and it's for free.
Yeah.
And of course, they ported it over to the iPad Pro recently.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now you got to give it to the folks at Blackmagic Design who own DaVinci Resolve. They are amazing. It's a great product, and I've been recommending it for years now. And its color correction tools are truly second to none. zero to
Yeah, I
nobody,
agree.
paid or free. It doesn't matter. It's
Yeah,
like
I
period.
used DaVinci when it was only a color correction tool, when they
Right.
did not have
Yes.
the editing part.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why it's called Da Vinci. Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, and, the
Well,
funny thing is, if you buy any equipment from Blackmagic, like
Right.
I purchased the speed editor.
Yep.
Then the DaVinci Resolve Studio, the full version is free with the equipment.
For the hardware.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Any of them. The Pocket Cinema Cam. I don't know if any one of you has it. I mean, what a great camera. I mean, seriously, it's a true cinema camera, handheld. It's this big, interchangeable, 4/3 lenses. I mean, it's amazing. The ATEM Mini, if you do any kind of streaming, the ATEM, oh my God. And it's only like, what, $299 or whatever. And those are all Black. I don't work for Blackmagic Design. They don't give me anything for free. I pay for all the equipment. Let me
No
just
freebies here.
say that. You know,
Yeah.
but they are fantastic products. Fantastic. Mhm.
Yeah.
Like I said, the DaVinci Resolve Studio software is one paid $300. But like I said, if you purchase any product, I purchased the speed editor was $369, but it comes with the full studio version.
Right.
So the editor actually costs you just $69.
Right.
oh,
Right.
Wow.
what
I paid $1,200 for Final Cut 3.
Yeah, Bob.
Yeah, now they went also down to $300, right?
So, Bob, do you remember when Apple Color cost? Okay, hold on to
Oh,
your
yeah.
seats. $25,000.
Yes.
Ooh,
Yes.
Too much.
Yes. Yes.
$25,000.
Yes. Really? Okay. Here's my credit card. You know.
Well, what I should have
And that
got the
was for like
subscription
the
to that.
14 clients that had that immediately bought it on the day they put it out. You know. And,
Right. Right.
You know, that was you know.
And then
Well, Bob-
everybody started getting upset because when Final Cut Studio came out, they included color for free.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
Bob.
You know,
Yeah.
I have an idea, Louisa. What what I'm thinking of since a long time. What I really would love to do is make a video that I am doing the complete color correction as I think it would be good, and then give the same footage, raw material, to a professional like you, and they do the color correction so that the people can see the difference between what a beginner is doing and what you are able to do with the footage that the drone is delivering today.
I think that's a fantastic idea. Let's do it. Just
Yeah.
make sure that you
Bob,
record the
let's do
screen.
let's take the same piece of video, put it in a
Yeah.
Dropbox, and all of us do our own edit on it, like something short, like a minute or two.
We can all do kind of like an Iron Chef type thing, but we can do the iron color correction, and
How do
we
you
all
color
do it.
correct?
But you know, it would be good if we all record our screens so that we can actually show the process.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
I mean, what I really can do is I can make that video,
Show the screen and narrate it. Yeah.
cut it together, and leave it in RAW, and then put it on the Dropbox and send you guys the link, and then everybody is doing
Yeah.
their color correction, and then at the end you see you can see you have 3 different or 4 different videos side by side.
I love it.
Yeah,
I love
will
it.
Will you shoot this in D-Log or standard color profile?
I can do whatever you want. I can shoot it in Apple ProRes what is it, H442.
So 422 HQ would be ideal, but in reality, if what we are going is through the process of color correction, anything will work, because
Yeah.
keep in mind that Apple ProRes 422 HQ is humongous. We're talking
yeah,
And that'll
about
be
a
hard to
huge
put on
file.
You have to
Dropbox.
be
Yeah,
conscious
you're
of
right.
somebody's working
Right.
space, you know.
So, you know, if you want to be a little bit more precise with the colors, then H.265 would be 10-bit,
10
as
bit, yeah.
opposed to the H.264, which is only 8-bit, and that
Yeah.
makes a difference. It's
Right.
it's exponential. So
Yeah.
2 more is considerably more. It's not
Yeah.
a little bit. It's like
Especially if you're watching a screen that you can actually see all that colors on.
That's right.
right.
On a
Right.
phone screen, it makes no difference.
Yeah,
It's
if
like-
if you can handle 10-bit, I can shoot a video in 10-bit.
That would be great. That would make,
Yeah.
because then you can be you can have more nuances in the color correction. You know, you can just, because you have so many more colors, you
Yeah.
can actually even isolate them for secondary color correction even easier.
Yeah.
How about
So,
it,
yeah.
Steve?
Yeah, shoot it
Old
in
fart.
10-bit, but shoot in 10-bit, but do it in .265, so it's a smaller file, easier to move around.
Oh yeah, H.265 is
Yeah.
definitely 10-bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We can call it, okay, the Old Fart Lake Zurich color correction.
I thought
I love it.
you were going to say challenge.
I love it.
Let me just write that down. You want it in H.265 10-bit.
Yeah.
Right. So if you just switch your drone to H.265, it will be 10-bit.
10-bit.
So don't
Yeah.
worry about it.
And I'm not going to use any ND filters on it. I just leave it as it is.
You can use ND
No,
if you want.
ND
but
shouldn't
all that
affect the
matters,
color at all.
But
all that really matters is that we are all using the same file.
Same
That's
base.
it.
But like I said,
Again, the ND filter should not affect the color whatsoever. So unless it's a
Right.
Yeah.
ND
Yeah, but-
polarized, if it's just straight ND, it shouldn't affect anything.
exactly. But
No
on
problem.
the other hand, is many of the old farts, they don't have ND filters. So just
No.
let's say we just make it out of the box as it is, no ND filter.
Okay.
We
Yeah.
make H.265 10-bit.
Yeah.
You can absolutely do that, but just know that the
Sure.
only purpose of an ND filter is so that you can slow
Slow.
your shutter speed
Yes.
down.
And remember,
it-
with most of us shooting on Mavic 3s, we can just use our variable aperture to control our shutter speeds, and we don't really need ND filters as much as the people with
right.
more of an automatic drone.
Exactly. But like I said, what I really want to do is I will leave everything in auto, no manual, as I'm just purchased a Mavic 3 Cine because I'm just an old stupid fart. I have no idea.
Too much money to burn, you know.
Yeah, I know, just because I can,
Yes.
I have no idea about the settings. I leave everything in auto, make
Okay.
a couple of videos, cut it together.
So
and
let's
we'll
make
drop
this
it.
2 weeks from today.
2 weeks from
Okay.
You
today.
got it.
Let's
Well,
do it
he's
2 weeks from
Roger's got to
today.
shoot it. So until we get the file from him, we're all on hold.
Yeah,
Okay.
we have to
Can I
wait
interrupt?
until the weekend because we got some rainy days coming.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
Just,
You tell me, Roger, when you send it, and then I'll contact Louisa and Ron, and we'll do another show. We'll do a show, and maybe Uncle Bob, if you want to do it, and do it in
Sure.
Filmora.
Filmora, yeah, let's see
You know,
Filmora.
That'd
in
be
action,
awesome.
That would
Yeah.
be, that
Oh,
would be a good thing.
That's
I'll do it in Final Cut. That's my
Yeah.
home base.
Yeah,
Yeah,
guys.
I'll be the
Yeah,
Final Cut
Guys,
guys.
hello,
Yeah.
hello. If for those who have a Windows computer and you want to record your screen while you're doing anything, you should be able to hit your Windows key and R together, or
Yeah.
Windows key Alt R, and it'll start recording your screen for you.
Right.
With
Right,
the power
right.
tip.
Yeah, I work on Windows. I use Camtasia, which I absolutely love.
Camtasia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I record using Camtasia.
I'm using
but
Magic.
you're absolutely right. Windows R will record it, and those of you on a Mac, you can use QuickTime to record it, or
Yes.
any of the other many applications.
Multiple
And
times.
Bob, I got an idea. If you're doing Final Cut, how about I do it on Luminar on the iPad Pro?
Oh, perfect.
Okay.
If you
Yeah.
can record that, you can record that screen.
Oh, Apple's easy. Just hit
Oh,
screen recording.
easy.
It's all built in. Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
easy.
We got a project. Lake
I
Zurich.
love it.
You
Yeah,
coach
in
Zurich Lake, right?
Zurich. Or I will do it from that mountain, please. Do it from the same place.
I will.
Oh,
That was
please,
beautiful.
And then Roger, does the winner, the person that does the best job, do they get a free trip to Zurich?
Yes.
You know?
Yes, for a drone lesson from Roger.
Yeah.
Yes.
the person
And
who wins absolutely nothing.
No, we'll
everybody.
make a trophy.
An old fart sticker, Bob.
Yes, we will definitely get you a.
Sticker pack.
We'll get you an Old Farts with Drones hat. Okay.
I love it.
Autographed by Bob Dempsey.
Right.
Yes. Oh, that's great.
Yeah,
All
that
right,
sounds like a
guys. Well,
program.
thanks. I think this is going to be one of the, another impromptu show that just turned out
I
wonderful.
love it.
Here, I'm really digging this, and so I hope the audience is enjoying this. We got a few people out there, and we got quite a few people in the chat that I didn't even know were there.
You forgot to acknowledge him, huh?
TJ is there. And Joe Fodolio, I want to talk to about a future show. I really want to, share not just your Joe. If you haven't looked, it goes by Joe Fodolio Artistic Aerials, and he is an FPV artist. I want to put it that way. Not just a maniac flyer, but he is a maniac flyer. Yeah. But he is not. He is also a visual artist, and he has painted drones in some of the most unique I've ever seen.
Oh,
and
I love it.
I've spent some time with him. He's in Florida. He's a great guy too. A little bit younger than the rest of us, but
yes,
but
he is. He's a young old fart, but he has the right attitude. That's what I've always said. It's not a number; it's an attitude.
Hey, Bob, can I point out we have another talented editor out in the chat, Alex Escardo from Miami, Florida.
Yes,
he's a very talented video and photo editor himself down there in South Florida.
Mostly photo. I got to tell you, I've seen his videos too, but
he does a lot of work with 360 video.
Yes, excuse me. Alex is absolutely phenomenal. I am working on getting a panorama printed on my wall next to me here, and I'm going to have it on standoff on metal. I don't know if you've seen this image of a cruise ship leaving the Miami harbor. And it's breathtaking, this night shot of this cruise ship pulling out of the harbor. And he did a long panorama of it. And he knows I'm a fanboy, so, and he was generous enough, Alex, gave me the raw file,
Nice.
So, yes,
nice.
I'm
Bob, it's a great group of flyers down at the South Florida Drone Flyers. Al and his guys, they're great guys down there.
Yeah, I want to go
Miami port.
They do this where they meet at like 4 a.m.
Yeah, because the ships come in early, Bob,
and wait for cruise ships.
Yeah.
To come in and leave.
Love it.
And sometimes it's in the pitch dark, that this is happening. And, I'm definitely going to join them sometime. We talked about it in April when I was there, and I said, I'm coming back to do this with you,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I love it, love it, love it.
Yeah.
I got to tell you, I've only been in your group for a week or so, and I have seen some impressive stuff, and I mean it. I have seen beautiful, beautiful, beautiful images and video, and I mean gorgeous. And I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, these are the non-professionals? Then, we have no hope. That's it. I have no hope because I'm definitely too old to learn anything new or better, So, seriously, you guys are doing a great job, and I am super impressed.
Thanks, Lou.
oh, thank you,
Mhm.
thank you. But I have
No,
to
it's the truth.
You know
I
what?
believe that technology, as this AI invades photography, which we all know that it already has, and
Mhm.
it's going to invade drone video, obviously, also. And so what auto was, 2 years ago is not
Mhm.
what auto is 2 years
Oh,
from
no. Right. Right.
I mean, it's there are so many changes technologically that are possible here that I believe that this the world of professional cinematographers might be seriously in jeopardy by old farts with drones.
Yeah, but Bob, don't you think you're always going to need a photographer's eye to actually capture something that's interesting? If you capture
Yes.
something uninteresting, doesn't matter how sharp it is or how good the color is. If it's an uninteresting photo, it's an uninteresting photo.
I agree.
Yeah.
The eye behind the camera.
I agree, but I also hear what Bob is saying. I mean, think about it. Everything that I'm saying, oh no, guys, don't use auto or use it manual. In a year, that's going to be, oh, Luisa, you're so full of it. Come on now, because we're just going to have artificial intelligence that is going to change all the settings better and faster than we could.
Yes.
Hey, can you imagine arguing with AI? AI wants to boost your ISO up to 800. And
Could you
want
imagine
800
arguing with AI? Oh my God. No, ChatGPT, you are wrong. Bad ChatGPT, bad ChatGPT.
Guys, I have
Go
another.
to your room. I'm not going to launch you for 2
Go
weeks.
to your room.
Listen about that new project. You know what we can do as well? As soon as the files are in the Dropbox, I will post the link to our Facebook group and see what our members can do.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, let's
Okay.
I
really
love it. I love it.
really
good.
let's start
Color
to
correct Lake Zurich.
Bob, I'd love to see what Alex could do
make a
with something like
competition
that.
and see what the people
Yeah.
are doing. Everybody
I
post them
love it.
on.
And then we can have a vote, and the video that gets the most votes then wins the zero prize.
Exactly.
No, the hat.
Drones
The hat.
I mean, the hat.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, the hat.
I think let's see what our community is capable of doing.
I'm sure you'll do a better
I
job than
love
me.
Not
I
just
love
only
it.
five
I
old
love it.
farts
Thank you
and-
so much, all of you. What a great creative session this turned into be. We can make a project that we can come back on 2 or 3 weeks in a row
Well,
here.
Bob, let's hold off until we see the results of this. If they're
Oh,
not
yeah.
too good, it won't be such a great project.
Oh no, I'm fully confident Roger is going to come up with this like exquisite Lake Zurich, gorgeous, middle of summertime, breathtaking footage,
Yeah.
that we can all be proud of,
I hope so. Oh, shit.
Yes.
Why did I start that?
Yeah, you don't know what you got yourself into.
I love it.
Yes. Oh, this would be great.
Yeah, we
Well,
have
thank you
some-
all. I'm going to shut it down here.
Yeah.
We've been blabbing for,
We'll be
more
trading
than
on
an
somebody
hour
else's
here.
show if we go on too much longer, Bob.
Oh, I know. Yeah, the Wednesday is gotten as
Full
crowded
lineup.
with shows
Love it.
as Monday.
Well, thanks
Yes.
for having me. I appreciate
Lisa,
it.
you're
You guys are
welcome
awesome.
anytime. You
Thank
could
Nice
be
to
a
meet everybody
regular
on
on
for
the
the
show
first
if
time
you'd
tonight,
like.
and look forward to meeting up in a couple weeks when we do we have our contest.
That'll be great, Ron.
Can't
I'm
wait.
so happy everybody jumped on. Real good. We'll be back on next Wednesday, 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 noon in Las Vegas. I'm not getting to fly much here, folks. It's we've been hitting 113, 114, and the drone really doesn't do good in
No, it's too hot. Yeah.
no, and when
way
it's
too hot.
cool, it's like 6 to 8 in the morning, and I'm walking dogs most of that time, because
Right.
that's the only time I can walk the dogs. So
that's a good time for making some night captures.
There you go. Yeah, Bob, you gotta get night flying. Yeah.
yes, yeah. Well, sometimes it's over 100 at night. here. You know, we do have evenings over 100 degrees. I've flown the Air 2S. It lay in 107 degrees. It lasted for about 14 minutes before I got the red banner.
Yeah, the overheating. Yeah.
Processor overheating, you know,
Bob,
warning.
it sounds like you need to take a trip over to Switzerland and visit Roger for a couple weeks there and cool down a little.
We are going to take a trip in August, and I'll probably do that show on the road.
Really?
In August. We're going to drive to northern Nevada, and we're going to plan on spending. It's an 8-hour drive, but we're going to spend like 2.5 days to make the drive to go up there and stop along the way and fly the drone a lot, and then we'll be up by Lake Tahoe and that area.
It's a lot cooler up there.
Love it.
Tahoe in the summer, yeah.
And and then we'll fly up there. So I should have some stuff to show at that point. But
Well, good for you, Bob.
Yeah, cool. Good. All right, guys. Thank you all. Good night.
Thank you.
I you all. I appreciate everybody in the
Good
chat.
day.
Thank you, TJ. We got to talk soon. We'll talk to you all later. Thank you very much. All
Have a
right.
great one. Bye,
Good
guys.
night.
everybody. Cheers.